going on, JB?
Assalamu alaikum. What's up, my friend? How are you
How you?
doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm all right.
So talk to me. What do you think about why was the original Quran not preserved?
Oh, it was 110% preserved correctly because the words of God cannot be tampered with.
And that's what makes Islam better than
And
Christianity.
Allah specifically speaks in the Quran about how He will specifically protect the Quran from corruption, such as like to different it from like books like the Torah and the
Yeah,
Bible.
right.
But also, I don't know where you heard this from. Some Muslims will say this, but even in the Quran, it talks about how Christians and Jews are on the same level as Muslims, and you'll never find something in the Quran where it says that we are better than you guys. So I don't know where you got this intel from.
I'll debate on that, but let's go. Let's stick to the subject. So,
Alrighty.
so, so, like you just said, right? The Quran
Mm-hmm.
says that to differentiate the Quran from all other books.
Hey, bro. Who says this? Why was the original Quran not preserved? Where do you get this
Kabah,
from, man?
Kabah, hold on. I'm talking to JB. We're gonna get everybody's gonna get a chance. Okay. All right, so to differentiate the Quran from all other books, it made sure to preserve the original Quran, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you a verse real quick, and then you just tell me what this means, and what will be
All
the
right.
point? What will be the point of this verse if the thing is actually preserved from the
All right.
original? Remember, that's the thing here. The original has to be preserved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What does this verse mean right here?
If we just give me a second to read this here.
This is Quran chapter 2, verse 106.
Okay.
What's the name of? So this is where is this in the Quran? I've never seen this in the Quran.
Chapter 2, verse 106. So let's just read it. So if ever we abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we replace it with a better one.
Okay. Anyways. All right. Wait. Let me get my argument. Dang, man. Come on, man. All right.
Go ahead. Go
You're
ahead.
wrong. To get you right, yeah. Let me get your facts right, yeah.
Go ahead. Take us to your magical, mystical world of facts now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
Are you done with the sound effects, my guy?
Look, somebody in the comment section saying that's not even
Yeah,
right.
I believe in that. I
This
believe
is
the Quran is
So if
yeah.
the revelation is not, if no,
Yeah, the
so
Quran has revelation, by the way. The Quran has revelation.
so we don't even have the original Quran. That's freaking crazy,
We
bro.
don't have the original Bible or the original Torah.
what is it with you guys' fascination with Islam, man? With
Right.
you holds and that just continuously attacking Islam.
Wait. What are we talking
So
about?
hey, so at this time
The
we
one
have
true religion is going to be the one that's the most attacked, guys.
So at this time we have a better or a similar Quran than the first one.
Got you. So the Quran has been changed, correct?
According to
In
the
his
Quran,
this guy's head has been changed.
Okay, perfect.
the original
Guy's
Quran.
head
Hey,
is too much
Changed.
Cali top
A
shelf.
Hey,
lot of
You need to stop
the-
smoking
they
that
think that's
Cali,
not
fam. It's
true.
rotting your brain away.
hey, the
That's
original
true.
Quran isn't the original.
We been know that. we been know that.
What does it mean, guys? Can you explain it to me?
Didn't a king gather up all of the Qurans and burn them to
That did
like
that did happen, yeah.
solidify a story?
I just want
And
look,
then
but
there are still
yeah,
like
but real
80.
quick, everybody, just so everybody knows, the two Muslims who were up here they just ran. I don't know why, but
Yeah. I mean, but God bless him. God bless him.
that's crazy. So
All good things.
let's see if we could get some
They
more
always say
Muslims.
the Bible is
Let's see
corrupted
if we could
though.
get some more Muslims to come up. Let's see, Muslims. Today we're asking the question: why was the original Quran not preserved? That's what we want to know. How many times have you guys heard all this nonsense about, oh, the Quran's the only book that never was changed? How many times have you guys heard that?
Too many times I've also
Yeah,
heard.
Every
they be
day,
saying
right?
that.
Every day we
No,
hear
that
it.
I be dating a girl from the Quran. I'd be like, damn,
You be
bro.
dating a girl from the Quran. She's not supposed to be dating. Hey, Sword of Allah. Talk to us, Sword of Allah.
They be fine though. They fine.
No cap.
Did y'all
Sort of.
ever read the story in the
Right.
Quran about Muhammad in the desert with
Yeah,
black
yeah,
men?
yeah. Okay. But let's be semi respectful here. Sort of Allah. Talk to us.
Can you tell me what the original Quran is?
No, no. So we're just asking you guys. Is the original Quran preserved?
What?
Just
Can
simple. It's
you
a simple
tell me
question.
what the original Quran? What is
No,
the
no,
original Quran?
no,
Can
no.
you
Look,
give me a verse or
I'm not.
ayah
I'm
from the
not
Quran
trying
or
to. This
something?
is not a test, brother. This is not a test. I'm just asking you simply, like, from what you know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, the original Quran was preserved, right?
There's one Quran. There's not no original and unoriginal Quran. The
Right,
Quran is preserved.
right. So
Don't
that
play
one
games with
original
me.
Quran it still
The
exists, right?
Quran is preserved. The
Yes, it's
Quran is preserved. I'm not playing the one original games with words game you're trying to play.
okay, okay. And so
Trying to
that
play with
so
words.
okay. And what about the Bible? The Bible was not preserved, right?
That's not my book, so I couldn't care less.
Okay, okay. But okay, my bad. I thought most
Right.
Muslims would agree with that. But
But
you
the
seem a
religion
little.
is based off that, though,
It's
right?
fine. It's fine. It's fine. He's a little defensive. Anyway,
You're saying the religion is based off that. You ain't
all right,
again, you
BS.
ain't
All right,
entitled to that
BS. All right, BS.
uneducated
Look. All
opinion.
right, brother. Okay, fine. Anyway, so can you explain this? Can you explain this verse for us real quick, right here on the screen?
You might want to put it up there in Arabic.
I don't even have it in Arabic. I
I
hope he
realize
reads
you have
English.
Eddie Murphy. I realize you have Eddie Murphy on the panel now.
Did he just drop? Oh my
No, I
God.
realize you have I
Oh, I
realize
thought
you
he
have Eddie
dropped.
Murphy on the panel.
Sword, can you please? Like, I'm about to drop you. You're getting boring, bro. Like,
I
I don't
don't
know.
care if you
You're not
drop me.
famous. Okay,
I
bye.
don't
Do you
care
have
if
an
you
answer or
drop me.
not? Okay, do you have an
I
answer?
don't care.
I'm
It
not here to
speaks
hear
for
your
itself.
nonsense. It sounds like you're scared to
I don't
answer.
give a
Do
flying fuck
you have an
about what
answer?
you have
Yes
to
or
say.
no? Yes or no? Do you have
I
an
don't care
answer?
what you think.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
You don't have an
man.
answer. Okay, go cry. Anyway,
Is that
let's
what
go.
happens a lot?
All the time they either manifest or I mean that's 90% of the time they just manifest. Let's look at some more interesting stuff over here. You brought up Uthman, right? So let's look up what Uthman. Let's see what happened with Uthman's situation. Hold on a second. Where am I? Let me find my images real quick. TikTok's got to come up with a better way of doing images, bro. Okay, here
He
we go.
said 5.56. I don't know. He up in the comments saying
What did he say? 7.62.
just numbers. I don't.
I wish he would just say whatever he wants to say. I don't know what's the problem here. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see this right here? Can you
Yeah.
guys see the screen? Is it readable? This is the story of why Uthman burnt the Quran. Oh, we got Saad Ali. Saad Ali's here. Hello, Saad.
Hey, what's up, bro? Just to let you know, I recently converted to Christianity. I just wanted to help you on the topic.
Hey, let's go. What made you convert?
Uh, to be honest, I was like a spiritual type person. I kind of left Islam theologically a while back, but recently I had a buddy of mine saying, Muslims are praying to the devil. So I tried to debunk that. And then looking into that, I kind of like found so much evidence for Christ. And at the same time, I was dealing with a client that was going through a pretty difficult real estate challenge, and she kept believing in Jesus, and I thought it was kind of delusional. And then it was just kind of crazy to see everything like come clutch.
Really?
So yeah, like she saved, like her house was, the bank was about to take her house. So basically, long story short, I found a lot of holes inside Islam because I kind of grew up with it, and then I obviously tried to find the same kind of holes in Christianity. Um, but the more you look into it, the more evidence you find for it to be true. You know.
Yeah.
A
Do
question for
you?
you
Okay.
though, because like I'm assuming that you like read the Quran through. I just wanted to like ask a question about like I think it was a verse uh that in heaven they were gonna like give people to like your
What's
sins, Christians and Jews your sins.
So it's not in the Quran. That's in the
that's in the
Hadith.
Hadith?
Okay,
Yeah, that's a Hadith.
that's what I was asking. Thank you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be
because
careful
I always
because
hear that.
Muslims get defensive with Hadith, but there's
Mhm.
enough in the Quran to kind of just pick at them, right? So
Do you mind sharing a little bit, Saad, about what kind of holes you found? Just curious,
yeah,
specifically.
so you got to remember Muslims love to reinterpret everything.
Yeah, the Muslim
So
shuffle.
so there's a verse in the Quran, in Surah Maryam, where Jesus spoke in the arms of Mary as a baby, and he's like, "Peace be upon me the day I was born, the day I die, and the
And the
day I
day that
rise
I
again."
die, yeah, the day I die, yep, and rise
Okay,
again, yep.
and then later in the Quran, it also says in the same chapter that he never died. But the craziest thing is, I ask everyone, I'm like, if someone lies to you, cheats you, deceives you, would you respect them or trust them? And everyone says no. So Allah in
And
that
it
same
said
chapter says Jesus didn't die on the cross. It was just made to appear so. So Allah actually deceived everyone.
Yep,
And it's not like we're believing in a fairy tale.
yep,
Allah in the Quran is saying, I made it look like Jesus was crucified. So
yep.
how can they blame us for believing in him?
Thank you. That is perfect. I've always had that issue when I read that. That story to me, what it sounds like is that it really happened, and they have no way of explaining why so many people believed that they saw Jesus on the cross, right? And so the only way they could explain it is like, oh yeah, well Allah must have made somebody look like Jesus. Anything? Any other?
Let me pull up this other, yeah, let me pull up this other hadith too. You discuss what you can. I'm gonna give you something else to look into right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is
yeah,
one of the
that's what it
biggest things.
says. A great deceiver.
He inadvertently created the world's biggest religion somehow.
Wait, did it say that he was like a schemer and a deceiver, or was it just that?
Yeah, it's the word is al Makarin, which they translate as the greatest of all planners, but in the Arabic, it's saying the greatest of all schemers or deceivers. But the
That's
problem
crazy.
is, what they say is anytime there's a bad word or some word that would be considered bad against Allah, it's automatically converted into a good word because it's Allah.
It's a reverse curse technique.
Yo, what kind of religion is that, man? I just what outside? So I mean, I guess so you're saying it was just you kind of like at some point your conscience just spoke to you. It sounds like is what you're saying.
Bro, it's a long story. So I went to my first vacation in South America to Ecuador. And one of my buddies, he kept wanting to visit churches, and I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm on vacation. I'm not trying to go to churches, right?"
Trying to look for some women out here.
But little did I know, like, the Holy Spirit already had started doing its work at that moment. While I went to all these, there were Catholic churches. They were beautiful. The oldest one I went to was built in like the 1600s. It's kind of insane. So overall, I've had like spiritual epiphanies since I was like 18. Like I used to be an atheist, right? So through science, I found God, but I felt really lost, like in the spiritual path. And everyone's kind of going through mental health issues right now too, right? Like some people are literally getting demons whispering in their ear to like off themselves, kill themselves. They think it's themselves talking, but it's literally demonic forces. So I knew it wasn't my thoughts. After finding like Christianity, I kind of realized these are like demons speaking. But looking into the heavens, if you compare the two heavens, the biblical and Islamic heaven, that's enough. Like, just go look at the hadith as to what happens in the Islamic heaven. It's just nonstop sex.
Yeah. I know I've heard about the 72. I've also heard some hinting about some some boys that are like there for like
So to break it down, there's a hadith. It's an authentic hadith that talks about you're gonna have sex with 100 virgins every morning.
yeah. That's
You can
savage.
look that up. But like, long story short, if you say these things, they get upset, right? So what you got to break down for them is just what's going on in heaven with the biblical heaven, where God is present and you're in the presence of God. And you ask them, like, would you do this kind of stuff in the presence of Allah? And they'd feel ashamed about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
because
is
most of them are not willing to do that on earth. They feel ashamed on earth,
yeah.
right? So, long story short, bro, it's getting exposed like exponentially right now because of the internet. People like Sam Shamoon, God Logic,
Yeah.
even guys like you coming out, they're kind of just opening up a lot of people's eyes, right?
David Wood. Yeah, it's so did you always get into the hadith? Because I find that a lot of Muslims, like, they're not really into the going into the hadith and stuff. They just they barely even read the Quran. Like, how did you get into like getting more
So,
deeper into it?
so basically, without hadith, you can't make sense of the Quran. A lot
Right.
of it you can. So Mary's the only woman mentioned in the Quran. So you don't know who the wife, Adam's wife is. So you have to go to hadith.
Or the
The
Bible.
people who wrote those hadith, they went to Christians and Jews. They've written little footnotes in the hadith. We got this knowledge from Christians and Jews. So the name Eve, Cain, and Abel, all these other names of all these other spouses, they come from hadith.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they came from Christians and Jews, a lot of them.
Yes. So a lot of the information. Okay. So like Enoch has two lines. He has, I think, one verse or two verses in the Quran. And it's like so simple. It's like, oh, mention Enoch. He was good. We raised him to a high place. Whereas in the Bible, you know a lot more about Enoch.
The whole story.
You get what I'm saying? You know the whole story. He has like a whole book in the Ethiopian Bible. You know what I mean? So when you look at the details, they don't mention a lot of things. Like Jesus is basically the main focus in there because they're trying to bury him. So Jesus never died. He ascended into heaven after his resurrection. They say he's going to come back to earth and be buried.
Jesus is.
Jesus is going to be buried. That's what they say.
When he comes to rule.
Look, the other thing is, at first I was kind of like attacking Muslims because I was like, you guys are like interpreting all this like in a different way. And I realized like they're the closest you get to believing in Jesus. Because you go talk to like an atheist or someone else, they don't even want to hear about Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I hear that. Like, I heard a kid yesterday, he was saying that, like, he's like, I'm a Muslim. He's like, but I would never follow Sharia law. And I'm like,
Do you know about Sunni and Shias?
yeah.
So the Sunnis and Shias exposed a lot of the internal conflict going on because they blaspheme each other, right? They're saying what you're believing in is wrong. So that's the other reason why the hadiths are so controversial, because like no two sects of Islam can agree on how to pray the namaz.
How to pray in the
Like
mosque.
Shias, yeah, like in the Quran, it just says to pray, just to prostrate and pray.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you how many times to pray, when to pray, what to say when you pray, what to do when you pray.
Yeah.
But when you go into the hadith, you can find out. Right? So, and then there's also these other things where if you look into like Baal worship or Hubal, that was the deity inside the Kaaba. So you look at the rituals that were associated with that deity at that time, going around the Kaaba 7 times, that was already being done prior. Right? And like Coptic Orthodox Christians, they still prostrate when they pray. So Muslims think they're the ones that invented that prostration.
It's
I
crazy
think
to me how it's like the prayer seems like it's the main thing for Islam. Like, like the way that they do their prayer is like one of the biggest things. And I just can't believe it's not in the Quran. We got Salim here.
even the wudu is not in the Quran. Like how
Even that's not in
the
there. Wow.
yeah.
Salim,
Hi.
how you doing, Salim?
I'm right, bro. Yourself?
Pretty good, man. Talk to us. How do you feel? Why was the original Quran not preserved?
Bro, before we get to that, can I just answer a couple of points you guys are just talking about, if that's
Oh,
all right?
come on. Why?
Bro, I'll be quick, man. I'll be quick.
All right, go ahead.
All right, bro. I appreciate that, man. When you say about Allah, I don't know if the guy's still there. Yeah, no, we didn't say there was no Allah because we as Muslims believe that Abraham built the Kaaba and the word Allah was around. And then what happened is the pagans started introducing idols to the Kaaba. And they regarded it, the big idol, the main idol, they called it Allah, right? So there's no dispute about that. And my second point, you mentioned about the wudu is not in the Quran, yeah, but we follow Quran and Hadith. If the Quran's there's no cryptocurrency in the Quran, mate. Show me cryptocurrency, right? And the other point about the praying, we didn't say it's only Muslims invented that way of praying. We've said it from beginning. Allah gave all the prophets their own laws and their own ways to worship whatever it was. And if it was exactly as the same as the Muslims or not, we don't know that.
All
Right?
right.
So there could be differences on how they prayed, but they had their own way and
All right,
laws
Salim.
on what to follow.
All right, Salim. Do we have the original Quran right now?
Yeah, the Quran is what was revealed to the Prophet, correct?
All right, and we today have the original one.
That is correct, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so can you explain to me? Hold on, where is it? I just deleted
I'll
it.
do it.
Oh, here we
do
go.
it. Shut the thing, please.
I just want you to explain. So if we have the original one, can you explain to me this verse right here from the Quran? Hold on a second. Can you explain this verse right here?
What does that say? If we abrogate, a verse, hold on, bro. If we abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we replace it with something better, right? Or similar. Yeah, I mean, this is a common verse. What's the issue with that verse?
So did this happen ever?
There were verses that were abrogated that did not end up in the Quran, correct? There's about 3 or 4 different, hold on. There's about two or three different bro, you either listen and you learn something or you know what I mean? You don't have to, bro,
Because I asked
hold on,
you.
bro, listen.
Because I asked you. Because I asked you.
The thing
I
with you
asked
guys
you.
is- hold on.
I asked you
Bro,
if
I'm
we have the
asking you a
original
question.
Quran. I asked you if we
Bro,
have
we've
the
got the
original
original.
We
Quran.
still have
Yes.
the original Quran. I don't know
Yes,
what
we've
point
got
you're
the
trying
How
to
does
original
make.
that?
Quran.
How does that make sense that you have the original one when this says that there's verses that were forgotten and abrogated?
No, verse, yes, Allah.
There
It's
was
called
verses that were
abrogation.
forgotten.
Bro, listen, I mean, are we going to
Explain
constantly
to me
interrupt
Luke
now?
6:7.
Let me, bro, give me a
Explain
second,
to
man.
me Luke
So
6:7.
bro, just give me a second, man. Bro, so when you talk about the
Answer.
Quran, hold on, bro.
Answer.
When you
So
talk about,
okay. So do you want to? Would you like to revise your initial statement?
who, me?
Yes.
No, I'm trying to answer it, but you're not letting me answer it,
So we have the original
right?
Quran.
Bro, the
Yeah, the
Quran,
original Quran.
can I just, fucking hell, man.
Brother,
I,
Bro, just
pull
let
up
me
that
know when I
hadith
can
I
reply,
just
yeah? Just
posted.
let me know when I can reply to you, man.
which one?
Sunan Ibn
You've
Majah,
asked me
hadith
the question, can I
1944.
reply? Or am I not allowed to
Go ahead.
talk?
Go ahead. Listen. Talk. We're
Okay,
listening.
so let me reply. I don't interrupt you when you're talking, man. So let me reply and then you can talk,
Go
right?
ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
normal conversation, bro.
Go
Okay,
ahead, brother.
so with the Quran, there are verses, for example, that have been abrogated, or Allah may have made people, for example, forget. It's called abrogation. So there may have been a verse that talked to people or gave a certain command at that particular time. That ruling may no longer apply, or that ruling may be overridden. It may be in the hadith, etc. So if you read abrogation, there's about 3 different types of abrogation. So when the Quran was revealed, the Prophet, in Ramadan, Angel Jibreel came to the Prophet every single year, and they went through the Quran, how much the Quran was written down at that particular time. So nothing was missed out. On the last year before the Prophet passed away, Jibreel came to the Prophet twice. The Prophet sat down with his scribes, right? And he sat down and with Jibreel, and they went through the Quran from beginning to end. They went through it twice, right? And then the Quran was compiled. So I don't understand your issue, bro. I mean,
Are
look,
you
bro,
done?
these basic questions, hold on. These basic questions, bro, all you need to do is just go chat GBT, you'll get your answers, bro. If we're lying,
Okay.
you'll find out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the basic questions,
Okay,
bro.
so you
They're
said a
just
lot of
basic.
words. So you said a lot of words, but basically what you said is we don't have the original Quran, right?
No, no, no. You don't understand, man. We have, bro,
Bro, what are
do you
you saying,
listen? Do you
man?
listen? We have, or you just slow. We have the original Quran. What was
Okay,
revealed to the Prophet, hold on. What was written
Bro,
down
just
relax,
and
listen,
relax.
bro.
revealed to the Prophet and compiled is the original Quran.
My brother,
What
my
was,
brother,
yeah,
my brother. Okay. You
yes,
said verses
brother.
were abrogated. You said verses were
Hey,
forgotten by
you guys
Allah,
believe in
right?
3 gods in one.
Bro,
Hey,
no, not by
I don't know
Allah,
what
relax.
you're
not by
talking
Allah,
about.
Relax, relax. Stop
not by Allah,
manifesting.
bro.
Salim, talk, talk. Go ahead. You said verses were forgotten. You said verses were abrogated. Okay, so what happened?
The
No,
Where are those
Trinity.
verses?
let me, okay, man. I don't know if you're listening, bro. Look, it's a very simple thing. The Quran, even Islam, we don't, bro, it talks
All right,
about
brother. Okay, it
verses.
sounds like you're just lying now. Okay, let's just read.
What,
Look right now what Salim just gave, or Saad just gave me. Saad just gave me the verse of the stoning and the breastfeeding. Right? It says, that the breastfeeding and the stoning verse was revealed, and an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow when the messenger of Allah was unalived. We were preoccupied with his unalivement, and a sheep came and ate it.
Okay, so first of all, bro, let me educate you on this.
Did
hadith,
Allah
right?
did
Because
Allah
listen,
make the hold on? Did Allah make the sheep ate it?
bro, are you gonna let me answer and
I'm
educate you, or do
asking.
you want listen? Let me speak, and I'll tell you about
I
it.
just it
Right.
doesn't
So
look like
first
it
of
was
all,
preserved, like how
listen,
you
listen,
guys make it
listen.
sound. Like you always
It
make
was
it sound
preserved. It was.
like
Let me tell you something.
like
Okay.
verses were forgotten, verses were abrogated, verses were
Nothing.
eaten by a sheep. Like how
Nothing. Okay,
what are we
bro.
talking about here?
Listen. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was missed out that wasn't supposed to
Nothing
be
was
in the
forgotten.
Quran,
You
right,
want to
bro?
bet?
Listen, can I reply back, man, or you just gonna
Okay.
carry on interrupting?
No, I just want to make sure. Do you want to bet that there nothing was forgotten?
Yes, bro. If you let reply, I already gave you the
All right,
answer
go
before. So
go
let
ahead.
me let
You
me reply
go
to you.
ahead.
Let me reply to you. Let me reply to you. So first of all, that hadith that you talk about the goat, by the way, right? That hadith is a disputed hadith. Point number one. Even if it was eaten by a goat, it doesn't matter. I'll give you the evidence for that, bro. I know at the back of my head. Don't worry about it, right? I'll give you the evidence for it because that hadith is recorded in Bukhari, which is more sound than Ibn Majah, wherever that hadith is from, and it does not mention the part about the goat. So you can stick the goat, right? Okay. Second point, my bro, yeah, is about the verses that you're saying. Allah tells us there were verses that were abrogated. What that means is this: at that particular time, there may be a verse that says, "Oh, you know what? Give up alcohol slowly." But then the command comes, "No, alcohol is haram." So that verse that came before may no longer be needed, not necessary, because it was a command at that particular time. And
All right.
so it was not put in the Quran. Once again, so Allah tells us that the prophet was infallible when he came to give the message. So every single thing, the verse that was supposed to be in the Quran was written down, collated. Angel Jibril went through the prophet
All right,
twice before
Salim.
he
All
was
right, I
unalive.
get what
So
you're
everything that's in the
saying.
Quran,
I
everything
get
that's
what
in
you're
the Quran
saying,
is meant to be in the
Salim.
Quran.
I get what you're saying, Salim. But either way, whatever was originally in the Quran is not what we currently have. I don't
No,
care
bro,
how it happened. I don't care how it happened or whether it forgotten or they lost it or they dropped it or whatever. Look,
no,
and
no, no.
now
It
and
doesn't
now
work like that. No.
look, and then you said nobody forgot anything, right? Look at this Sahih Bukhari,
Bro,
right?
listen, I know
Let's
the
go.
answer to that before
Let's
you
read
go
this.
there.
Let me
I'm
read
saying
this real quick.
nobody forgot to
I
put in.
know,
One second.
I know. Let's. You said
Nobody
nobody
forgot.
forgot. No, let's read it.
I know the answer. You don't need to tell me, bro. I know the answer.
Yep.
Listen. So Allah says, one
Yep.
second, when He abrogates something, bro, when He abrogates something, sometimes He'll make the people forget those verses or the prophet because
Yeah.
it's no longer required.
Okay.
So listen,
Okay.
like,
So
let
what
me say
happens
this
if
to you.
what happens if nobody what happens if one person forgot it but everyone else remembers it? Then what? What does Allah do then?
That's why you got the Quran. That's why you got the master copy of the Quran. So what's
Because
in the
think
Quran?
about this.
Bro, you asked me,
No, Salim, but you just go too
ask me a
much, bro.
question. Let me
You take
respond.
too much time to answer. Look,
Bro,
when you
because you're too
guys
slow, bro.
no, when you guys talk about perfect preservation, you always talk about how this was recited by millions of people all around the world. So if one person
Yep.
forgets,
Yep.
the other person could tell them
That's
like,
right.
"Oh, you forgot." Okay, let's read
Yep.
this story here and let's see if they applied that in that scenario. So Sahih Bukhari 5005. Or Umar said Ubay was the best of us in the recitation of the Quran. Yet, stop panicking, stop panicking.
You're
Umar
panicking,
said,
Mark.
Ubay was the best of us in the recitation of the Quran. Yet we leave some of what he recites. Ubay says, I have taken it from the mouth of Allah's messenger, and I will not leave it for anything whatever. But Allah said, none of our revelations do we cause to be forgotten, but we substitute with something better. So what happened?
What happened about what?
The best
What
of
happened?
the reciters remembered. The best of the reciters remembered, and the other guy forgot it. And he was trying to say, let's leave that in the past. And he was like, what do you mean? I remember the
Bro,
verse.
listen.
This is
Okay,
perfect
let
oral
me.
transmission. And they were like,
Yeah.
nah, well, too bad. We don't want that one anymore.
No, okay.
Is that how that works?
Let me reply back to you, bro. So I've already told you. In the last year of the Prophet's life, the angel Jibril came to him twice. They went through the Quran from beginning to end. Everything was recited and written down. So they knew exactly what was in the Quran, right? The Quran then was compiled, put together by Zayd ibn Thabit, right? Who was given the task of collating the Quran together. Whatever was in
Okay,
the
fine.
Quran is supposed to be in
Okay,
the One
fine.
second, bro, one
All
second.
right, I got
One
you.
moment, bro, one moment.
But I
You're not
heard
even
you.
listening. Just give me a
Let
moment.
him finish
Just give me a
explaining.
moment. Let me reply. Let me reply. When you talk about is the Quran preserved, bro, just go onto YouTube, just type in something in Ramadan where someone's reciting it. Somebody makes a mistake. People
My
fall
brother,
down,
I
correct
got
it.
you.
Yes,
I got
that's
you.
what you call
Okay. So
preservation,
let's
bro.
move.
That's what you call.
Let's fast forward to the part that you're talking about now, where you're like, okay, at the last day or whatever, then they double checked one last time, whatever, right? After that, we know that Uthman burns a bunch of Qurans, right? Can you talk about why he did that?
Yeah. So the Quran was revealed as something called 7 ahruf, right? Which I'm reading through at the moment because there were 6 or 7 tribes there at the particular time, right? So to make it easier for everybody to recite it according to their dialect or the way they want to recite it.
Right.
So the Quran, so what Uthman did when the people
Salim,
were
the
going to,
Aruf
there's a
is not
hadith.
the.
Hold on, bro. 1 second. There's a hadith where I think you probably know it anyway. You got it on your computer now. You think you're gonna pull me up on it? Where someone was reciting it one way, and someone else he dragged him and he took him to the Prophet, and he said, "There's nothing wrong with the way he recited it because it's been revealed like that." So in the time of Uthman, instead of having these problems where people ended up gonna
Okay.
argue and fight each
So
other,
I just
they
before
decided, bro. Can I
cool.
finish? Oh, forget it, man. Later.
Brother, look,
That's all right.
look.
So you fuck off, man.
So
Block
look,
me, man. Fuck
so
off,
my
fuck
question is, did he find issues with the recitations, or did he just want to get rid of all the different dialects? That's what I'm asking
So,
right
bro, we don't know because the Arufs are missing, right? So
Okay.
that's what he was trying to tell you about the Kirarat. We have the Kirarats.
now. They don't know.
They don't know.
I don't
This is
know. So
actually
let me ask you something. So why did he get rid of it when Muhammad authorized the 7 dialects?
Bro, here's the crazy part. We don't know.
We
We
don't
don't
know.
even know what the original
Okay.
Quran was. 'Cause
So,
Uthman was in
amen.
charge of.
Wow. Amen. Thank you for admitting that.
Wait, so what's
And if you look
what's
into the Shias, that's why they like do Muharram and they like beat themselves and cry because they know some kind of injustice was taking place.
Yep. Yeah, I
No,
believe
let me
that.
say something. Let me say
Go
something.
ahead. Go
Wait,
ahead.
what? What did you say?
So the
Go ahead. Don't
Shias
worry.
think the Shias think some kind of injustice was taking place after the death of the Prophet for the Caliphate. They disagree with who the next order of Khalifas were. They think
But what
Ali
does that
should
have
have
to
been
do
the
with the
Caliph.
preservation of the Quran?
So I just want to get to this part, guys. Hold on. Let's not get lost in this thing real quick. Okay, I want you guys to tell me who authorized the seven dialects.
Who authorized the 7 dialects? It was the angel, Allah.
Allah, basically, right? And Muhammad
Yeah,
told people that those were authorized, right?
yeah, because the
Yeah.
prophet asked Angel
Yep.
Gabriel if he
Okay,
could
so if you look
recite
at
the
right
dialect.
here, so you look at Sahih Bukhari 4991, it says, Allah's messenger said, Gabriel recited the Quran to me in one way. Then what? Then I requested him to read it in another way. and continued asking him to recite it in other ways.
Okay.
And he recited in several ways till he ultimately
Uh,
recited it in
hold on.
7 ways.
I got a
So
separate
who's the
question
one that
about
asked?
Christianity,
Who's the
bro.
one that asked? Who's the one that asked for it to be
You guys
recited in
believe in the
7 ways?
Trinity, my nigga.
Who's the one that
Trinity.
asked for it to be revealed in 7 ways?
3 in 1. How can there be 3 in 1?
Who asked for it to be recited in 7 ways?
tripping.
Muhammad
You guys
did, right?
believe in a man?
And then for some reason, you guys think it's okay for your final messenger to get abrogated by
May Allah
Uthman.
guide you to the truth.
So your final
guide
messenger
you.
got abrogated by Uthman. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, can I say one thing though?
Yeah.
Like, can I say one thing?
Go ahead, Hamza.
All right, thank you. Stop with the music. That's disrespectful. Like, I'm trying to talk right now, and you're interrupting with the music.
I'm being
I can't
disrespectful.
focus.
I'm being
Let me
disrespectful.
focus. Like, you
I don't
want
think the
you want
host
a question? You want me to
understands.
answer your question? Let me focus.
Oh, you're actually going to
All right,
answer.
thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So boom, I got a
My bad,
question.
my bad.
You're integrating these people, but like, why don't you go to someone that's knows like everything?
My
You know what I'm
brother,
saying? I'm
get
talking
the
about
heck off
go to
my
a
live, bro.
scholar.
Get the heck. Look,
Go to a
I knew
scholar.
I had the
That's what I'm
violin in
saying.
here for a reason, bro. Go ahead. Why don't you talk to somebody your own
Man, you
size?
lucky I don't got the
Please,
violin
bro,
in me right
please,
now.
just talk to somebody your own size. Why are you
What
talking
is-
to
I'm
me,
saying
boy?
no,
Talk to a
seriously,
scholar.
I'm not ready to answer these questions, bro.
I'm
Please,
telling you to talk
please,
to a
guys,
scholar
don't
that
talk
knows.
to. Why are you talking to
Brandon,
us
it's so
little
cool.
I
ones,
don't
bro?
want
Like, oh my God,
misinformation
what
to go around. I don't want no fucking misinformation to go around.
misinformation?
That's why I'm telling you to go
Okay,
to a fucking
brother,
scholar, you dumb bitch.
brother. So then it sounds like if you
Host, what
can't
is your
answer,
point?
then you need to go to the scholar. That's what it sounds like. Why are you telling
Host, what is
me
your point? What is your point? What are you trying to make here?
that you guys don't have the original Quran, like you
No,
always
what I'm
You
say?
have
trying to
the
say
original
is
Quran.
No,
I'm
you
not trying
don't.
to
You
misinform.
You
sure?
guys don't have the original
Misform
Bible.
these
You
people
sure?
None of
on
that.
this
The
live.
Quran
So
was
you
the
should.
Quran was
100%.
built in different
Okay,
You guys have
okay,
the
okay.
first
All right,
English
you have the
version, the
original
second.
Quran. Okay, read this verse for
the
me real
Quran was
quick. Read
revealed
this
in
verse
different
for me, right? Okay, read
Can
this
you
verse
read
for
me
me.
Luke 6:7?
Yeah, read this verse for me,
I read Luke
Can you
6:7
show the
after
whole
this.
thing
brother.
though?
Please read this verse
Can
for
you show
me.
the whole thing though?
if we
You
ever
can't see
read
it.
Read
verse.
Luke
No, I'm
6:7
talking about
after.
the whole like the whole
The whole
like verse.
Quran.
What is your point with this
No, the whole
verse?
page.
That's the verse right here,
The page.
The
brother.
page. Let's look at the page.
Brother, just read the damn verse, and if you need something else,
See,
I'll
like
ask
this could
me.
be
Read the
AI. We
verse.
don't even know.
Read the
Bro,
verse.
This
Read the
could be
verse.
like
Okay,
how about
Google
you
it.
build
of
the
it.
whole
Probably
page?
got
Google
you.
it.
Google it. He said.
Two one oh
Just
six.
Quran, the verse number, bro.
Google it.
Yo.
All right, you
Bro,
guys
what
are
is
not
your
gonna
point with
answer.
Read the
this?
All
Quran.
right,
Bro,
mute
we're,
up,
we're
mute up,
trying.
mute
Don't
up,
go
mute up,
based
mute
off
up,
Google.
mute up, mute up. We got the knowledge, aka KV here. What's up, the
Google's
knowledge?
made by America, and you guys are hypocrites. You guys
Yeah,
make
yeah,
lies
I know.
about
The Jews, I know. All right, KV, you there?
exactly. Get your shit from Google. You guys make lies about Islam.
KV, you a Muslim?
No.
Read the
Oh,
Quran,
you're not.
buddy.
You're not. Okay. So they don't know. This is crazy. Like this is real crazy.
Wait. I got a question for you.
Ricky, hold on, Ricky in the comment section, please
Read
come up.
Luke 6:7. Stop running away from my question.
I got a
Hold
question
on.
for you. Like,
I'm inviting Ricky real quick.
I've got a
Where
question
the
for you,
bro? Where
Muslim.
the bro?
Read
Where the bro? I
Luke
got a
6:7
question for you.
real
Where the bro?
quick.
What comes first, the truth or a lie?
Knowledge,
Nigga,
that's
shut the
you.
fuck up.
Knowledge, where have you
Hey,
been?
what about-
Knowledge.
Hanging
Yo,
around.
scary hour
That host
podcast.
is so
I got a
low.
Yes,
question.
sir.
Um,
Everybody,
this is
everybody, make
about-
sure you give me a follow though. Give me a follow, even the Muslims. bro.
Hey,
Give me a
Bible
follow.
verse, chapter.
We're gonna be best
87. So when Jesus said, don't
Brother.
pray to me, pray to God. What does that mean?
Brother, listen. We're not talking about Christianity
Doesn't
today.
mean pray to Allah, bro.
Why aren't we talking
What's
about
your religion, though?
Christianity? What?
All right,
We're
everybody's
debating.
we're getting off subject. We're getting off subject, guys.
Yo, what's
All
your
right.
religion?
We're
I
getting off
ask
Luke
you?
subject. I'm
6:7?
still waiting for the Muslims to explain this verse for me, please. Muslims.
What verse?
Right there on the screen. If this is chapter 2, verse 106 in the
All right, let me
Quran.
look it up.
In the Quran, is Jesus the Messiah?
Hold on, knowledge. You always do this, bro. You come and hijack my lives. Stop doing that.
To be forgotten.
This is not a free for all.
You said chapter
Knowledge,
2, verse
it's
6?
Al-Masih.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, go ahead. Chapter 2, verse 106.
Okay,
read
you
it?
got this from Google, you said?
No, this is directly from Quran.com. I screenshotted it. So remember
Say
the question.
Chapter 2, verse
Quran.com.
106?
Okay,
Yeah.
what was your question?
So my question was, do we have the original Quran? And you guys were like, yeah, what the hell, bro? Like, obviously. Of
course.
Okay, so
Do we
why
have
does
the
this?
original Bible?
Okay, so why does this verse exist here? Can you read this verse for me? Just read it.
Someone read it.
if we ever abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, and we replace it with a better or similar one, do you know that Allah is most capable of
What
everything?
he's trying to say is Allah's most capable of anything, and He could do whatever He pleases. Like what? What?
So if you hold on,
Brother. Okay, so now the
Yo.
question is, so now the question is,
Yeah,
did
what's the
anybody,
Nothing is forgotten.
did
Everything is in
anybody
the
ever,
original Quran.
did
Read the
anybody
Quran
ever,
and you'll know.
did anybody ever forget a verse?
Send me your IP address. I'll send you an American
Did
English
any,
Quran.
hey,
You can
hey,
read
you're
it.
saying did anyone forget a verse? Of course they have. A lot of people has forgotten a verse. It's like
What
common
about
sense.
Muhammad?
Like, people,
What about Muhammad?
Mama, no.
No?
When
Okay.
he
All right, let's read this.
before,
All right, let's
hey,
read this right here.
before,
Let's read this right here. Let's read this right here.
like you're not
Sahih
gonna let me finish
Bukhari.
now.
No, because you just said something. Sahih Bukhari 5038. Allah's messenger heard a man reciting the Quran at night, and he said, "May Allah bestow His mercy on him, as he has reminded me of such and such verses and such surahs."
what?
What?
Let me see that.
What? What are you
Oh,
saying, bro?
that's
What are you talking? Let's see
crazy.
the hadith. We can't even see it.
Sahih Bukhari 5038.
Hold on, read it again.
Allah's messenger, right, which is Muhammad, he
Yeah.
heard a man reciting the Quran at night. And he said, "May Allah bestow mercy on him, because he reminded me of a certain verse and a
He
certain
reminded me. He
surah."
never said
He
I
reminded him
forgotten
of a
that
certain
verse. He
verse.
said he
Literally,
reminded
he
me.
didn't forget.
Think about it,
Muhammad
buddy.
was
What
still
is
a
your
human
point?
being. Hey, bud.
He said he
That
reminded
doesn't
me,
mean
but he
he
didn't
forgot. What
forget.
is your point?
He
That
didn't
doesn't
hear.
mean he
He
forgot.
didn't.
Yeah, that
All
don't
right.
mean nothing. Hey,
What
you
is
All
can
right.
say, you can say,
That's
Who's
so
the
Hey,
new?
deep.
hey, you've never been reminded of something?
Exactly.
That,
What is your point, bro?
wait, can I remember something I didn't forget?
wait, does Jesus like
What?
have water going down from his nails?
All right, all right.
What?
Look, I'm sorry, guys. You guys are being childish right now.
Wait, can
Um,
Jesus fly?
hold on. We're gonna drop
Wait,
a
is
couple.
Jesus?
We're gonna drop a
Wait,
couple
don't remove
Muslims.
me. Don't remove me.
Let me say something. Let me tell you something. My bad. Did I drop the wrong person? All right, guys. So again, we don't have the original Quran, right?
We do have the original Quran.
Like,
Okay,
let me
then.
say something. Let me say something. We do have the original Quran, but some people, some other categories of Muslims like changed.
Like Shia.
Yep,
The
yeah,
Shia.
changed it.
We got
Yep.
Sunni Lover. Sunni Lover he's gonna give us the real answers. Go ahead, Sunni Lover.
Hey, I'm a Shia.
You are. That's fine.
Yo,
That's
why
fine.
is this guy a Shia? We don't need this guy. Get him
Go
out.
ahead,
Get him
Bro,
out.
get
Get him
this
out.
shit out of here, bro.
Sunni Lover.
Get him
Sunni
out.
Lover.
Get him
This
out.
is
Fuck
gonna
you,
start
Sunni,
telling
bro.
you
Fuck you,
rubbish.
Sunni.
Yeah,
Hold
he's
on.
a,
Everybody relax. Let's listen to Sunni
Get this
Lover
shit
quick.
out
You
of
know,
here.
whenever they
they're
hear
gonna
Shia,
start
they
saying
start
some
shaking. They
rubbish.
start shaking.
He's the new one. Go ahead,
No
Sunni.
one's shaking, bro. You just
Stop shaking. Why you guys
you're a heretic.
panicking? Why you guys panicking?
You're a
Sunni, go
heretic.
ahead. Sunni, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Quran is preserved. However, the corrupted thing about it is the explanation of the Quran.
I got it.
There's
Okay.
no
What is
corruption to
okay?
that.
Okay.
Get this lame
There's
ass
no
nigga out of
corruption,
here.
bro.
Boss, I'm gonna drop you if you keep doing that. Stop doing that. Okay, Sunni Lover. So can you explain? So you're saying the Quran is preserved, but the way the Quran is explained is not preserved. That's been corrupted,
Yeah,
right?
so for
By the
example,
Sunnis, right? With
by
their
Sunnis and
hadiths.
other
Sunnis are
Sunnis.
Yo, get this
0.0%.
bitch ass nigga out of here.
Okay.
What the fuck
Hold
did he say? All right, I'm calm down.
on, I'm gonna
So
drop him.
they
I'm gonna drop him.
affirm, they make fun of the Christians, and then they affirm that God has legs and arms and a chest and a chair,
Uh-huh.
and he's above.
Oh, they're the ones. They're the ones who believe that he has two right arms or something like that.
Yes,
Two right
those
arms
believers.
and a shin and all that.
Yeah, he
Okay,
doesn't have a
okay.
left arm, only two right arms.
Just
Yeah.
two right arms.
Gary, this
So-
is what I was
Sunnis are
telling you
disgrace.
earlier, that the Shias and the Sunnis expose the
They
conflict.
expose the truth. Yeah, like when you speak to
No,
both
they
of
don't
them.
expose anything. They still
Yeah.
believe in one God. You believe in three gods. They don't
All right.
expose anything.
The
All right.
Sunnis, they believe in a God with two hands. I don't know.
Yeah. So Sunni Lover, you're actually a Shia,
Yeah.
like legit, like for real. You're not trolling.
Legit. I'm a legit Shia.
Okay,
Hey,
but
host, I
Imam
have a
Ali in the
question.
house.
okay,
Imam Ali in the house.
because I wanna.
Host,
What's up?
so like you were pointing out, Muhammad
Try to
forgot,
join
right?
back. You'll join right back.
See what he said? His arms couldn't be like ours, so he has arms, huh?
Right? You said Muhammad forgot one of the verses, right?
He has better arms. Yeah. So my point is this. So if so Sunni Lover, do we have the original Quran?
The original Quran that we have today is the Quran that we have. Yes, that is the
But is
original
it?
Quran.
But is it the
Oh
first
wow, look,
edition?
I'm trying to
Explanation
Is
of
it
the
the first
Quran.
I'm on
edition?
your side.
Is it the
it's the
Yes.
first?
1924
Yes,
edition.
yes, it is the first edition. It is preserved.
Okay,
Uh,
1924 edition.
so in that context, then what is the point of this verse right here on the screen?
uh, bring the Arabic.
I don't have a picture of
Because
that.
you're bringing me a Sunni translation.
Go to it's chapter 2
Any
verse
translation.
106. Can you pull it up on your side? Chapter 2
Yeah,
verse
one
106.
second. Because this is a Sunni translation.
Oh, okay. I'll listen.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, Quran.com is a Sunni translation.
That's all right. Keep going.
What's
I'll
wrong with
listen
that?
to your
Nothing's wrong with
translation. The Arabic says the same
We
thing.
don't
So
use no Quran.com. I've never used no Quran.com.
You said
What do the Shias use, just for reference?
2106?
yeah, 2106. Yeah.
Alright.
Quran.org. That's what they use.
that. Can I explain it to you?
No, but just give me one. Let Sunny go first, and then you go next. Unless it's gonna take a long time.
He can go first. So give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead, XRP.
Okay, so if Muhammad forgot the verses by, like you said.
I can't hear you. Kind of low.
If Muhammad forgot verses, right? You said.
Not,
Yo,
but I think you're taking
put
that.
Hamza back up.
Okay, but like,
question.
well, like I have my question is, how could he ever like know if he forgot something since he can't read or write? Like, how is he ever gonna know? Can he confirm anything?
I don't understand your question right now.
Muhammad can't read or write, right?
Supposedly, right?
No, that's what they say.
No, I believe he can read and write.
Yeah. But
No,
keep going. Go ahead. Keep going. But well, anyway, keep going.
So if he has everything memorized,
Keep going.
how is he ever gonna confirm
XRP,
anything?
keep going. Keep going. What's your point?
How can he ever reconfirm anything if he can't read or write? So he can't write it down.
Oh,
and
okay.
make sure that-
Perfect. So oral tradition is false, right?
That's so
Perfect.
That's So weak argument.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
Son of God is
Perfect.
It was
Perfect.
recited.
So
That is
if he
Trinity
forgot,
is
how can
false.
then he ever reconfirm it by writing
Bro,
it down?
hold on.
'Cause
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't
destroy
know
his
how to write.
argument right now.
You can't.
Christianity is false.
I'm gonna destroy
You're
his
right. He
argument,
can't.
bro.
It'll be.
No,
You're right.
no. I'm gonna destroy his argument, bro. Do you
I'm
listen
pulling
to
up
music?
230
Hold
down
on, hold on,
south
hold on.
side.
Go search it up. He was. He couldn't read or write.
XRP, do you listen
Yo,
to music?
230 is off topic. That's just for you.
No, I know. I don't want to see it.
XRP, do you listen to
Yo,
music?
scary boy.
Yes.
XRP,
yes.
do you listen to music?
Read Luke
Yes, I do
6:7
listen to
from the
music.
Bible.
Okay, can a person that don't know how to read or write
Why
repeat
you
the same
laughing?
things that the artist says?
Yeah,
No.
but how many times do you listen to a song and you're like, oh, that's what it means? Because I'm
No.
saying the lyrics.
Can a person repeat what an artist says if he doesn't know how to read or write?
Yo,
Yeah. I'm still waiting. All right, guys. We're getting off topic. Let's get back on topic. The Sunny guy.
Let me finish my point.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's not going anywhere. LS,
It is- no,
you're
it is.
Sunny.
Bro,
Bro,
You're,
he doesn't have money, bro. It's okay.
yeah. You're
Brother,
Sunny,
you,
right?
you don't believe in the Quran, bro. You literally
on.
can't substantiate based on the Quran.
You're Sunni,
I
right?
can't really
You're-
talk to someone.
you're
I'm
Sunni,
assuming you're a
right?
Tova Shia.
LS, you're Sunny, right?
Yeah, of course, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Do we have the original Quran according to Sunni belief?
There's only one Quran.
All right. I'm not. Why?
Yes,
Like, don't.
the original Quran is inside your heart.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm talking about the pieces of paper in the book that you currently use as your Quran, as commonly known
was-
as the Quran. Is that the original
Quran
version?
was by memorization.
Okay. Is that the original memorization that we have?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
why, okay. So then why does this verse exist right here on the screen?
If we abrogate, how do you know this is in reference to the Quran?
Oh, I'm not
Or
going to
just
respond to
Revelation in
this because
general?
we
I'm
talked
asking.
about
I'm asking. Oh, why are you laughing? I'm asking you. Where
I'm
does
not
it
going to
say
respond to this because we talked about it, host. I'll let
Yeah,
Simon know.
no. This is for Sunnis. Go ahead, Sunnis.
Okay, but where does it say this is in reference to the last revelation?
Right. It literally doesn't.
Hold on. First, before we go into this, we have to understand one thing.
Okay.
If
Go ahead.
if we can confirm, hold on. If we can confirm the Quranic position, which is all revelation is from Allah, then this verse, I don't see the problem with it.
I'm
Because
not
what it's
saying, brother. I'm just saying.
You know, literally, what I'm
Do we
saying
have
is-
the original Quran? That's what I'm saying. The version
course.
1.0. Or
Version
are we
1.0,
on?
there's
Or
only
are
one
we
version
on?
of Quran.
Are we on version 2.0 right now?
No, because
You're
nobody
trolling,
has
bro. You
forgotten.
know what I said.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm being serious. Why was
No,
this
you
verse
just
revealed?
were.
Okay, fine. Then why was this verse revealed?
Allah
it says if we abrogate. How do you know this isn't in reference to the previous scriptures?
Do you want to
That's
know?
what I'm
You
asking.
want? Okay, you ready? You want to know how?
Okay.
All right, let me see right here. Hold on.
And the Quran hasn't been forgotten since it came down. So
Okay, right here. Do you see this? Do you see this on the screen now?
I can't see like comments.
Hold on, let me move it.
Can you
Let
block
me move
comments?
it. Let me move it. Hold on. Okay, you see it now? Yeah,
Okay,
let
can
me
you
move
read
it.
it? Can you read it?
It says, Umar said Ubay was the best of us in recitation of the Quran, yet we leave some of what he recites. Ubay says, I have taken it from the mouth of Allah's messenger and will not leave any of it, whatever. But Allah said, none of our revelations do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten, except that we substitute with something better or similar.
if it's forgotten, it hasn't been forgotten. That's the
I know, but you
miracle.
said, how do I know this is in revelation to the Quran? And you were trying to act like that wasn't about the Quran. But the hadith
Allah
is
is, you have to
clearly
understand from the point of
Allah.
view
So
that
is it about, so, okay, so now going back to the verse, is it about the Quran or not?
Wallah, Allah A'lam,
Okay,
brother.
if it's
I'm not
about
the
the
one to
Quran,
know
let's
that.
say we
But
take
what
that
I'm saying
position.
is, they
Because I'm
No,
still
no.
still
So,
forgot.
so
yeah, but
this
let's
verse
say we
that I
take that
showed you
position.
initially right here, this verse that I showed you initially, is this about the Quran?
Wallahi, Allah
Let's
A'lam,
say
my
we
dude.
take that position. Where do you go from
Allah is
there?
the most
No,
known.
no. Let's not say. You said it wasn't, and you were very adamant about the fact that it wasn't. And now we just proved to you that it is. So
No,
now
I
what?
didn't say it wasn't. I
You
said
never
So
how
said
do you
that.
know?
you
And then you
said it
showed me a
wasn't.
verse.
You
No, you
literally
never
said
did.
What
you
did I
said
say? It wasn't. I said
you
how
said
do you know?
how do you know this has to do with the Quran? That's what you said.
Yeah,
That's the
that
difference
doesn't
between
mean it
you
doesn't.
saying
Just answer the
it
question.
wasn't
Okay.
and questioning
Okay,
your
so did we
position.
prove to you that it is from the Quran?
I don't know. I didn't do like
Allah
enough
A'lam, I
research on the
still,
topic.
yeah,
Like you
exactly.
can't just
Okay.
give me one hadith
But
and then say
the point you're
100%
getting
yeah.
at is
You
still
could.
false
How do you know
because
it could
it
have?
hasn't been
So that means
forgotten.
we
also reference other
so that
scriptures.
means according to
How do
Sunni
you know that?
Islam, so according to Sunni Islam, the original Quran was not preserved.
No, you're just
Wait,
making
you're
up
just
a
jumping news. How
conclusion
did you get to a
after that,
conclusion?
man.
Look at what it says. Look
Right?
at what it says. Go back to the hadith again. Look. Umar
Bro, it's
said
hard to disprove
Umar
Islam.
said Umar said
Yeah.
Ubay was the best of us in recitation of the Quran.
Of the Quran, cool.
Yet, what does he say? Yet, what? Yet we leave some of what he recited or recites. You get that?
Okay.
So they're leaving some of what the best reciter, the best reciter, they said we leave some of what he recites.
But
And
what did he
then,
respond?
so his response says, I have taken it from the mouth of Allah's messenger, and I will not leave it for anything whatever. But
have it.
Allah said, none of our revelations do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten, except we
Right.
substitute with something better or similar.
And that's the miracle. It hasn't been forgotten.
Such a miracle, such a miracle. So,
But
so
But Omar
miraculous.
said he's leaving it.
Just
Omar said
defended
So
the point.
he has a
Just
point.
defended the point.
yes.
point.
The
You
point is
defended the
that,
point that it
yeah.
hasn't been forgotten yet.
There you go.
Point
The
the
point.
the point he's
No.
making is that the companions are disagreeing with.
Yes. The
You know,
companions.
Umar ibn al-Khattab, he's saying that I don't want to follow this guy who knows the Quran.
Right.
You guys-
And he
Wait,
uses
wait.
and he's using the Quran
Wait,
chapter
can you
2
get?
verse
I'm gonna.
and he's
I'm
using
gonna
chapter
try.
2 he's using chapter 2 verse 106 as his justification for
Hold on, can you give
leaving.
the hadith reference?
I don't
Yeah,
think you
it's,
just
it's
understood what you read.
5005. Sahih Bukhari is
Literally, I don't think
They're
5005.
panicking, host. They're panicking.
I
now.
know.
No, man. Islam is
Because unlike you
hard to
Shias, I don't like to talk about topics willy nilly without.
Just
actually
answer his
looking
question. This
in.
is not
Come
a
back to
Shia.
me when you
hard
can
to
substantiate
struggle.
Iblis from
Focus
Quran,
on
bro.
the
Come back to me when
question.
you do that.
Stop running.
Come back to me when you can do that. I'm gonna come out.
Oh, they're
Gotta
running.
think about how hard it is for you to struggle right now just to disprove this, man. Try to take that in, you know? That's a part you
But they
can try
have to come insult me because they can't answer his question.
No, man. Like, it's not this hard to disprove Christianity or Judaism, but look how hard it is for people to come up with anything to disprove Islam, man. You should consider that, you know?
We're asking you to
People-
disprove what I'm
people-
saying right now.
People do what you're doing right now.
He's
See
not
something right in
disapproving
front of
Islam
them,
because he
and
talked to
then
me
you
about
just
it
try to
earlier.
struggle and
He's
try to
not disapproving
misinterpret it.
Islam.
Brother,
He's not.
I'm what yeah, exactly.
He's
What
asking
I'm
questions.
Yeah, what I'm asking you
Yeah,
is
but-
what Muslims always say is that the Quran is preserved.
It is,
And I'm
yeah.
saying it's not.
No, you
Quran
showed me a
2.0
verse that said- you showed
Quran
me a verse
2.
that said if-
Quran 2.0
User, listen. Me and him discussed this earlier, and
Mm-hmm.
he even did his research, and he found a different answer than this answer that you guys are presenting.
Yeah, the Shia answer is actually a little better than the Sunni answer.
Okay, so I listen to you right now.
So the
What you
Quran,
just did-
the Sunni
Go ahead.
answer is that the Quran 1.0 doesn't exist anymore, and we're now on Quran 2.0 is what we're using. That's what it is. Okay,
That's not
how?
what it is.
Okay, so what is this hadith saying? You're Sunni, right?
What is Umar saying here?
Mm-hmm.
If the second part of this hadith literally verbatim says, "No, I will."
What
take
does
you
the first part of the
as-"
hadith say?
Mm-hmm.
It says, you could read it. It literally says, "We might leave some of the recitation."
Why is Umar leaving the
Look,
Quran?
let's read the. Let's put all the characters
never
into
even
play
seen
here.
this
We got
hadith.
Ibn Abbas. We got Ibn Abbas, right? Talking about Umar and Ubay, right? And he's saying that Umar is saying that Ubay was the best reciter. And Umar also said that we leave some of what that best reciter recites. You agree with me on that part?
Okay, I
Okay.
don't, but go ahead.
What do you,
I'm going based
I'm
off
reading
of
it verbatim what it says. Look at the first sentence. What do you disagree with in the first sentence?
You know what? Let's follow it through. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay. So Umar is leaving some of what Ubay recited, right?
Which I've never heard before, but we'll based off of this.
I can
that
tell
brought
you
up-
never heard of it. That's why you're like so far against it right now. So Umar is saying that he leaves some of what Ubay recite, right?
Okay, sure.
And he's not even saying he. The crazy part, he's saying we. So there's a bunch of them that are not using what Ubay is saying, because he's saying yet we leave some of what he recites. So basically, he's saying like the Ummah at the
Always
time.
reveals itself.
Wait, can
Go
I
ahead,
answer the
keep going.
question?
Go ahead,
No,
please.
watch. He's gonna run.
No,
it
let
back
him answer. He's Muslim. He's Muslim.
No,
Go
no.
ahead, answer. Go ahead.
One sec. Let me turn on my PC so I can provide proof. Real quick. So what was your claim? I came here like 30 seconds ago.
I'm saying that we don't have the original recitation.
What do you mean by original?
You're saying the
Quran?
Quran is not original, bro.
It's
That's
one.
his point.
We're on version 1.5 right now instead of version 1.
Man,
No,
I gotta find this 1.5 version.
One
man.
sec.
I would
One
be
sec.
curious to see it.
We do have the original Quran. Can you prove we don't?
This is proving it right here.
How does that prove it? Where does it
Can
say
you-
it's not the original?
Okay, so
Exactly,
let's read it slowly again. Okay, so Umar said Ubay was
Yeah,
the
go
best
ahead.
of us. Okay, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Ubay was the best of us in recitation. Okay, so that means we would consider from that Ubay knew the original Quran, right?
Nope.
Okay, explain it to me then.
Perfect. So when it says Ubay had the best recitation, does it mean that Ubay knew the whole Quran, like the actual one? Nobody else knew him like him?
And that the Prophet didn't share with nobody else.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you're pre-assuming that only Ubay knows the
Okay,
true
okay.
Quran. The
All right,
Quran
let's
was
read.
transmitted.
Okay, so let's read the last part then. So after they have this little back and forth, like Umar saying he wants to forget some of what Ubay said, whatever. It says right there.
So Ubay is the only person that knows the Quran in the world at this point.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying he was the
You're
best of us.
pre-assuming that Ubay
Okay,
knows
okay,
the
but
original
let him go.
Tariq.
So,
He's
so
saying,
Ubay
but
is not the only
Well,
person
they have
that
to
is
do
original.
anything to
Look,
protect Umar. They have to do everything.
Yeah, I know. They're
Wait,
like.
are you guys Shia?
No. I'm not a Shia. I'm just a secular
What are you?
person. I'm secular. So now.
See, when he mentioned Umar,
So-
they go crazy.
So now I know. So listen. So
Yeah, man,
but
we love
so
our
they're having
Sahaba.
they're having a
Dirty
discussion.
Shia.
They're having a discussion, right? And Ubay says, "I have heard it directly from the mouth of Allah's messenger."
Okay.
Okay, so he's disagreeing with Umar, right? And
Oh,
the
so your
God.
point is Omar is not a
What
good
do you mean
person?
he's
Is that what
disagreeing
you're
with
building
Umar?
up?
What do you
I don't
mean?
get this.
Umar is again. Umar, I don't know how this little tiny story is so hard to understand. Umar says that he's trying to forget some of the stuff that Ubay recites, right?
No.
I've
Okay, now let me
researched
ask
the
you a
topic.
question. How many
What do you
people
mean?
memorize
No. What are you talking
No,
about,
no,
brother?
no, no.
Brother,
You can
brother.
try to. You're better off trying to
Hold
go
on.
and disprove Omar instead of.
Give me a big
instead of trying
screen.
to say
No,
the Quran is
nope.
not original. That one
Nope.
you have.
Give me
no,
big
like,
screen.
Nope.
Let's
Hello,
read. Let's
hello.
read. Give me big
Nope.
screen because you're just
Nope.
lying.
Nope.
Ubai is right here. You
No.
see it?
Host,
Nope.
I love you,
Ubai?
man.
You see, they
No.
See
always
it?
do this when people
This
Come
like
on.
this
what the
hadith
Okay,
truth does.
are you
hold on.
gonna? Okay,
This
Matt.
Give me
hadith is in
big screen so
reference
I
to
can
matter.
explain it
abrogated
to you.
All right,
verses.
Because you're
let's
just
go.
lying to
You know
All
what
right,
everyone.
hold on.
abrogated
All
verses
right, let's
mean?
go.
I
Let's
have
go. Hold
something I
on.
would like to pull up on
Hold
the
on.
big screen too to
Hold on. Hold on.
literally counter
Hold on.
everything you're saying.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Hold
give
on.
this
It's
guy.
in
Hold on.
reference.
Everybody
Hold on.
wait.
It's in
Everybody
reference
wait.
to.
Everybody wait. Let me give him big screen. Let me give him big. And the funny thing is that there's
Perfect.
more. You're going to explain a whole bunch of hadiths after this. But go ahead.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, can you read with me right here?
Just read it. Read it.
Ubay ibn Khattab told me, he said, I was in the masjid and a man entered and he prayed and he recited a recitation I disapproved. So what does this mean?
That
One
Ubay is
time
the
in a
best of reciters. The same
No,
thing the
let me
other
let me
verse
let
said. What
stop
are you talking
stop
about?
coming to a pre
No, he's
stop
talking about this
pre-assuming.
hadith
You
specifically.
asked me
Stop
what does this
This is
mean?
Hassan's
I just
brother.
answered you. This
No,
proves my
stop. I'm
point.
still
You're
not
proving
even
my
done.
point even further.
No, I'm not.
You
No,
just
I'm
proved
not.
Hold on.
Ubay is
Hold on.
correcting this
No.
guy, right?
Yes, you want to know why he's correcting him? Because he
Because
had
he's
a
good.
wrong way of
Exactly.
pronouncing it.
So
Exactly.
Ubay is still right.
And there were multiple people like
So
him, for
Ubay,
example.
okay, so Ubay is still right, right?
Yeah, Ubay was for sure right.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect. So
100%.
now
Yeah.
can I go back to my Ubay hadith now? Okay, let's go back to
Okay,
my hadith. So that same guy that you just used as the source of correction for other Muslims is being ignored in this hadith. You get that?
No.
Hello, hello. How did you just bake yourself? That's crazy. That is crazy. That is you really just that you just baked yourself on the big screen. That is insanity. That's crazy.
No, you're lying to everyone.
So this just proves to you that oral tradition is cap from day one. They were arguing. They were arguing from day one, and they were using Quran verses against each other to try to prove who was right and who was wrong. That is crazy.
Want to know why? Because
That is
the
crazy.
person that came to the masjid, he did not memorize the Quran, and he did not know it. He was just going off what he heard other people
Okay,
say.
Tariq,
So
okay.
Ubay, because he was someone
Okay,
that memorized
Tariq,
it,
yes.
he corrected
I
him.
agree with
get
you
it?
100%. I'm on Ubai's side.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
Team
there's only-
Ubai.
long story
I'm
short,
Team
I'm not a
Ubai
Hafez,
here.
there's only
Look,
one Quran,
I'm Team Ubai.
So
I'm
you
with
can talk about our
Ubai.
religion.
From what
Can't
I
make
can
anything
tell,
about
from what I could tell, everybody was in agreement back then that Ubai was a beast at reciting the Quran.
Ubay, Umar,
Right?
Abu Bakr,
Yeah, all of them.
Uthman,
They were
Ali,
fire.
everybody memorized the Quran.
Right, right.
Not
but,
only Ubay.
Yeah, but
Not
Umar
only
said,
Ubay. You're-
no problem.
Exactly.
But
There were other recitals.
Perfect. But Umar said that he still didn't want to use what Ubai was saying. So what's going
He
on?
never
there?
said that. Show me.
He's saying it right there. Umar
Show me
said,
right now. You just
Umar
said
said,
that Ubay-
read
you
it,
just
read
said
it.
that
Can
Umar
you
said
not
he
see my
never
screen?
agreed.
Can you not see my screen? Read the
Read it.
screen.
Read it to me. Read it
Umar
to me
said
right now.
Ubai was the best reciter, but we leave some of what he recites.
Where does it say that?
Are you blind?
Agree with Ubay? Where does it say that he did not? agree
Right
with
there,
Ubay?
you're reading
He's
it on
lying.
the screen.
He said
What are you
he's
talking
he's
about?
one of the best
Wait,
reciters.
guys.
Are
That's
you
what he
blind?
said.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Look,
Yo, this guy's lying.
Umar said Ubai was the best of the reciters, but we leave.
Best of.
Okay, what does
So,
leave mean?
there were
What does
multiple
leave mean?
reciters,
What does
right?
leave mean?
There were multiple reciters, right?
What does leave mean, brother?
What do you mean? What does leave mean?
When he says we leave some of what he recites, what does that mean?
We agree with what he recites. Simple.
Not include.
It's simple.
Not include.
It's simple. It's simple.
Wait, what's the Arab brother? Do you have the Arab?
Yo, leave means we include. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is Takia 101, bro.
You're actually like
That
a
is
professional
crazy.
liar. I'm
That
not
is
gonna lie,
crazy.
bro.
Okay, look.
not
So,
gonna lie.
okay, bet. Let's take your interpretation. Okay, let's read it again with your words. Okay, so Umar said Ubai was the best of reciters, and we include some of what he recites.
The
And then
best-
Ubai, okay, and then Ubai responded.
Best of us in
And then
Stop,
Ubai
stop.
responded, shut up. And then Ubai responded, I have taken it from the mouth of Allah's messenger, and I will not include it anything for whatever. What?
I don't even know. Like,
Yo,
this
shit
actually
is
proves my
crazy.
point. It doesn't even prove your point.
That
It
is
says
wild.
Umar said to Ubay,
Yeah.
was the best of us in recitation.
Yet.
Yes, he was one of the best. But there were
And then he says
multiple,
yet. And then he says
multiple
yet.
other who were the best as well.
Tariq,
You
you're
just-
capping, bro. Just
Why
be
do
quiet,
you
bro.
Muslims argue blindly?
All right, guys, just make sure you give me a follow. Appreciate everybody who was up here. You guys were amazing. Make sure you also follow me on YouTube at Scary Hours Podcast. That's where I post all these lives. And I'll see you guys next time.
It's unfortunate that I didn't have a one-on-one with Sunni Lover.